Good morning students. Today we are going to see about numerical methods. So in numerical method the first topic is related to finite differences, second one about interpolation, then forward differences, graphical method, as well as we have see about the backward differences operator. Okay, now we are going to see about what is the meaning of finite differences. Numerical methods. So numerical analysis is a branch of mathematics which leads to approximate solution by repeated application of four basic operation of algebra. So here we are using the four basic operation of algebra. So the knowledge of the finite differences is essential in order to study this numerical analysis. So in this lesson we are going to see about the finite differences. What is meant by finite differences? For example, consider the arguments x0, x1, x2 and xn and the entries y0, y1, y2 etc. up to the yn. Here y equal to f of x be a function of x. We can assume, then we can find the value of x may be taken to x0, x0, h1 into x0 to h1 into it may goes like this. Okay. So forward, here there are two methods. One is forward difference operator, then another one is backward different operators and shifting operators. So here forward different operators, we are using some property here. F of x equal to, that is c, and delta, therefore f of x plus h equal to c, where h is the interval of differences. Then delta f of x equal to f of s plus h minus f of h. Okay, f of x. The second property is delta is a distributive, that is delta of f of x plus g of x equal to delta of f of x plus delta of g of x. So we can use distributive function here. And the next one is c is a constant, then delta c f of x equal to c into delta f of x. We may take the c as constant in outside. So results without proof here, some formulas are given. We are using these formulas in order to solve the sum. Okay, now we are going to see the first sum using forward difference table for y. Here difference table is given that x0, x1, x2, x3 first column, then in second column it starts with y0, y1, y2, y3, and we are finding that delta y by way of subtracting y1 from y0, that is delta y0 is nothing but y1 minus y0. Likewise delta y1 is find out from the y2 minus y1. Then delta square y0 is formed by subtracting delta y1 and delta y0. So by this way we are finding the solution for the sum using the forward method. Let us go to the some example sums. Okay, here some example sums are there which explains you how to solve the problem. Okay, now we are going to see the example sums. Example 1.1. After we are using some property also, one by one we are, after seeing the example we are going to the next property. Construct a forward difference table for the following data. The question is x equal to 0, 10, 20, 30 and y equal to 0, 0.174, 0.347 and 0.518. The forward difference table is given as below. X equal to, that is we fill the first column 0, 10, 20 and 30, and y also it is given in the question itself 0, 0.174 and 0.347 and 0.518. Here delta y, the third column, in the third column it is find that 0.174, it is find by way of subtracting the second element in the y column, that is 0.174 minus first element, that is 0, equal to 0.174. Likewise third element in the y column is 0.347 minus second element is 0.174, we are getting 0.173. Then 0.518 minus 0.347, we are getting 0.171. Then go to the delta square y, that is the fourth column. The fourth column is find out by using the delta y, that is 0.173 minus 0.174 equal to 0.001. Then 0.171 minus 0.173, we are getting 0.002. Then delta cube, that is delta power 3y, is find out by using the delta square y. Here 0.002, that is minus of 0.001. We are getting 0.001. It is also in minus sign. So this is the way we are finding the forward table. Okay, so it is forward table. Next we begin going to the construct forward difference table for y equal to f of x equal to x cube plus 2x plus 1, where x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is, we substitute the value of x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 respectively. We are finding the value of f of x. So if the value of x equal to 1 means 1 cube in plus 2 into 1 plus 1 equal to, we are getting 4, that is y. Then if the value of x equal to 2 means 2 cube equal to 8, 2 into 2 4 plus 1. So 8 plus 4 plus 1, it is 13. Likewise, you have to find by giving value to the x, we find the value of y. After finding the value of y, we are following the same method, that is delta y is nothing but y2 minus y1, that is 13 minus 4, we are getting 9. 34 minus 13, we are getting 21. 73 minus 34, we are getting 39. 136 minus 73, the value is 63. Now delta square y equal to, we use the third column, that is delta y. 21 minus 9 equal to 12. 39 minus 21 equal to 18. 63 minus 39 equal to 24. Then delta cube y equal to, we are using the delta square y, that is 18 minus 12, 6. 24 minus 18, 6. Then again delta 4y is find out by 6 minus 6 equal to 0. Okay. So we have to find the values up to the lowest term. Okay. We are coming to the lowest term in order to find the value. So in order to find the value of the delta, we are using the method difference table, that is forward difference table. Okay. Now we finished the example 1.1 and example 1.2, that is 5.1 and 5.2. Now we are going to see the next sum. Next sum is 5.3. So 5.3, we are going to see about the 5.3 now. So by using the same method, difference method, that is forward difference and backward difference method. Okay. Here we are using two methods, forward difference and backward difference. The only difference is the y term, that is we are separating the y term. In case of forward difference, y2 minus y1. Okay. Here by considering the difference table using the second order difference as constants, find the sixth term of the series 8, 12, 19, 29, 42. Here they said that the second order difference as constant. Okay. Here the second order difference is delta square y. Okay. It is constant, means there is no change. Then sixth term of the series is, find the sixth term of series. The values are 8, 12, 19, 29 and 42, that is taken as y. Therefore x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 6. The sixth term be k. Okay. Then third column delta is find out by 12 minus 8, 4. 19 minus 12, 7. 29 minus 10, 10. 42 minus 13, 13. 29, 13. 42 minus 29, 13. And k minus 42, k minus 42. Then third delta square, that is the fourth column, 7 minus 4, 3. 10 minus 7, 3. 13 minus 10, 3. Then k minus 42 minus 13 also 3, because it is said that it is constant. Okay. So k minus 42 minus 13 means is k minus 55 equal to 3. That is we are giving the value k minus 55 equal to 3. Therefore k equal to 58. That is the sixth term is 58. That is the answer for this question. Next, here we are using some properties. Okay. The first question is delta e a power x. Delta e a power x, which is so delta e a power x becomes, here in place of x we add h, that is substitute x plus h in the place of x, that is e power a x plus h minus e power x. It becomes two terms. After that multiply by a into x, we are getting a e power ax dot e power h minus e power ax. Okay, so a, that is a power m plus n equal to a power m into a power n. Likewise here also we are applying the same thing, that is e power ax, e power h, correct it as e power ah minus e power ax. Here take e power ax as common, we are getting e power h minus 1. Okay, that is the answer. Then second case, delta square e power x equal to delta into delta e power x. E power x, delta e power x is nothing but e power x plus h minus e power x. Therefore delta into e power x into e power h into e power minus e power x, taking the e power x as common, therefore delta e power x equal to e power h minus 1. Okay, e power h minus 1 into delta e power x. The value of e power x, already we write it as e power h minus 1. Okay, delta e power x equal to e power h minus 1 into e power x. We are getting the answer e power h minus 1 whole square dot e power x. Next to the same model, we are going to see the 5.5. Okay, delta 5x plus 12 divided by x square plus 5x plus 6 by taking 1 as the interval of differentiating. Delta f of x 5x plus 12 divided by x square plus 5x plus 6 by partial fraction method. Already you know how to find the partial fraction. Okay, by factorizing the term x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to a by x plus 3 plus b by x plus 2. Okay, therefore a equal to 5x plus 12 by x plus 2, that is by cross multiplication. Then put the value x equal to minus 3, we are getting the value of the a equal to 3. Likewise you have to find the value of b, it is 2. Okay, now substitute this value. Then they are asking about by partial fraction method, that is find delta of this, that is delta of 5x plus 12 divided by x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to delta into 3 by x plus 3 plus 2 by x plus 2. So here 3 by x plus 1 plus 3, that is I am adding 1 both the side, both the fraction. Okay, then minus 3 by x plus 3 plus 2 by x plus 1 plus 2 minus 2 by x plus 2. We are getting the answer minus 5x minus 14 after simplification. X plus 2, x plus 3 and x plus 4. Now, so these are property sums, we will see later. Now we are going to see about the next method. Okay, that is forward difference method. Find the following method by the missing values. Here some values are missing, we are applying by way of delta's values, that is you have to apply the delta. Then so all the sums are related to missing value. Next one is about forward difference method, that is interpolation and extrapolation. Both the things are applied here. The methods of interpolation are, there are two methods of interpolation. One is graphical method and another one is in algebraic method. Graphical method is very easy to draw the graph like this and point, for example 10, 63, 20, 55. Likewise you allocate the point, afterwards you are getting one curve. Okay, so the meeting point is considered as an value of the missing value, that is here they said that find the value of x equal to 33 and y equal to 35, that is here they find the value y equal to 35 means x equal to 40. Okay, x equal to 38 equal to means y equal to 35. Then next method is algebraic method. So in this method we are finding the value by applying the interpolation, backward interpolation formula. Okay, so we will see the 5.13. 5.13 here is given, that is using Newton's formula for interpolation, estimate the population for the year 1905 from the table year equal to 1891, 1901 and 1911, 1921 and 1931. So population also given. Find the population for the year 1905. So here 1905. So we find the values before. So since the value of y is required near the beginning of the table, whether we find whether it is beginning of the table or end of the table. If it is beginning of the table, we use Newton's forward interpolation formula. Here the formula is y naught plus n by 1 factorial delta y naught plus n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial delta square y naught plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into delta cube y naught by 3 factorial. Okay, likewise it will go. So after seeing the problem, you understand what it is. Here see the table, x and y already it is given. Okay, here x equal to 1905, we have to find the value of 1905. X naught equal plus nh equal to 1905, x naught equal to 1891, it is given, and h equal to the differences between the two tables, that is 1901 minus 1891, we are getting h equal to 10. Substitute this value, h naught equal to 1891, then n is, we don't know what is the value of n, and h equal to 10 equal to 19, x equal to 1905. We are getting the n value equal to 1.4. Okay, now find delta y, delta square y and delta cube y and delta 4y by applying the same formula, that is second term minus first term. Here 1,32,285 minus 98,752, we are getting 33,533. Likewise 1,68,076 minus 1,32,285, we are getting 35,791. Likewise you find the value of delta y, delta square y, delta cube y and delta 4y. Okay, now apply this in the formula, that is y naught n1. Okay, so y naught is 98.751, n already you know 1.4 divided by 1 factorial into delta y naught. Delta y naught is 33,533. So you apply all those things and substitute all the values, you are getting the value of 1905 equal to 1,48,000, that is population is 1,48,313. So the same model you are doing the 5.14. Okay, 5.14 it is here. It is given that f of x equal to find y equal to f of x or x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 given by y equal to 2, 4, 10, 16, 20, 24 and 38. Estimate the value of y 3.2, 3,2 using forward interpolation method, that is here it is the 3.2 only. Okay, since we apply the forward interpolation formula, the last 4 values, that is f of x are into consideration. Therefore the forward interpolation formula is given, x naught is 3. Okay, then n, we are finding the value of n, h equal to 1, that is 3, 4 means 4 minus 3, we are getting h value 1, n equal to 1 by 5. Now find the delta y, delta square y, delta cube y, then apply the formula, you are getting the answer 17.28. Okay, so from the following table find the number of students who obtain mark less than 45. So less than 45 means it is in beginning. Okay, so the by converting the given series into cumulative frequency distribution, the table becomes x, y and delta y, delta square y and delta cube y and delta y. After that you apply the formula. After substituting and find the value of n and substitute the values, you are getting the answer 48. Okay, so this way you have to apply the formula, that is Newton's forward method, in order to find the value of the beginning of the table. Okay, if it is end of the table means in such a case you may apply backward method. So do all the sums in your assignment note. So it is very easy chapter. Therefore, you must concentrate on what is a formula only. Okay, if you know the formula and also the meaning of backward method and forward method, then it is easy for you to do the sum. There are 2 or 3 steps only. First, you find what is the value of s naught and y naught. Then find the delta y, delta square y, delta qy, and delta power 4y. Okay, after finding this, if you know the formulas, substitute these values and find the value of the missing term. Okay, here there are 2 methods. One is graphic method and another one is algebraic method. In graphic method, it is very easy. If you plot the points in the graph, then you get the value of the other variable. Okay, so this is the way you have to go do the sums. So for your September monthly exam, the portion is 2.3, 2.4, only 2 exercise in second chapter and third chapter fully. Okay, so prepare well this chapter in order to score marks in your monthly exam. Already I said you have to do all the example sums in your assignment note. Not only that, today for the next assignment, that is for this link, you have to do all the exercise sums also in your note. That is exercise 3.1 and 3.2. So do all the sums in your note in order to score full marks in your assignment, as well as practice well. Then only it is easy to scope up mark in your monthly test. Score mark in your monthly test. Thank you, students.